A rich family lived in a huge mansion in Connecticut, had everything they could possibly need or want. But what they didn't know was that right under their noses, at the edge of their luxurious estate, was a housemaid named Vivian who worked tirelessly cleaning and organizing their big house. She was strong and hardworking and dedicated every waking moment to making sure the house was perfect for her employers. But she was also very humble and quiet and always remained in the shadows, cleaning, folding, ironing, always invisible to the wealthy family she worked for. She had a son named Jamal who was just 10 years old. Every day he would come home from school and sit quietly in the back garden, reading books or drawing pictures or even just watching the clouds go by. He was a happy kid with a curious mind, always asking questions and eager to learn. But to the family he lived next door to, he was just the maid's kid, nothing more than a nuisance, who should stay out of sight and mind his own business. One day the family decided to throw a garden party and invited all their friends and colleagues. Dressed in their finest suits and heels, sipping champagne and exchanging pleasantries as live music filled the air. Inside the sunroom, a sleek marble chessboard caught everyone's eye. "I'll give $100 to anyone who can beat me," joked Mr. Alcott, the head of the family. "A venture capitalist worth $300 million. I have a strategic mind, you know." He'd been bragging about his intellect all evening, but no one was impressed. Suddenly, he spotted Jamal watching from behind a bush and had an idea. He called out to him, "Hey, kid, why don't you come here and try to beat me?" Everyone chuckled at the idea of a child challenging a grown man to a chess match, let alone one as renowned as Mr. Alcott. Even Alcott played along, pretending to be a playful, generous mentor. "All right, kiddo," he said with a wink. "Show me what you got." Vivian stepped forward nervously. "Sir, he's never played with," but Jamal stopped her with a gentle touch. "It's okay, Mom. I can do this." Then he turned to Alcott with quiet confidence. "All right, let's play." From the moment he sat down, something changed in the room. All eyes were on the boy as he surveyed the board. The guest leaned in, expecting a few moves before he made a silly mistake and lost. But by the 5th move, Alcott's smirk was gone. By the 10th, he started sweating. Jamal wasn't just playing well. He was thinking ahead, setting traps, controlling the board. At first, it was just the kids who watched in awe, then the parents, then the nannies, and finally, the guests began to gather around. Soon, everyone was silent, focused on the game. Phones came out and cameras clicked. "In just 18 moves," Jamal said softly, "checkmate." The room went silent. Alcott stared at the board in disbelief. "How did you learn to play?" he asked the boy. "My mom taught me how to think," Jamal said simply. "And I learned the rest from a book at the library." Vivian stood in the stunned silence, her eyes welling up with tears. The next day, the story exploded online. A guest had uploaded the video, titled, "Maid's Son Destroys Millionaire at Chess." It went viral and caught the attention of the U.S. Chess Federation. And a man named Grandmaster Emilio Veras flew in personally to meet Jamal. After a short match, he told the media, "This boy isn't just talented, 1 in a million." Soon, donations poured in. Sponsors offered to fund Jamal's education, training, and even tournament entries. Within months, Jamal was representing underprivileged youth in national championships. As for Mr. Alcott, he publicly apologized to Vivian and her son, though Jamal didn't care much about the apology. He loved the game and didn't care about what people thought of him. So what was the most important thing he learned that day? Never judge someone by their appearance or their social status, because true intelligence shines through, no matter the circumstances. Sometimes the quietest person in any room is the smartest one. They just don't show off until they have to. And when they do, everyone wishes they hadn't underestimated them.